Okay, so in this video I'm going to be telling you about what is clickbaiting and how exactly does it work, because again, anybody who goes on the internet, this is probably the stupidest fucking thing, and again, sorry if that offends anybody, but it's literally one of the stupidest fucking things that you see people do. People lie, they exaggerate stuff, but they get so many views based on their own stuff. So when you are watching videos on YouTube, you know, clickbaiting works in the uploader's advantage, because by the time you click on the video, you don't really know what the video is about, because you can't really see what it's about before it's already too late. So unless you have like something like ad blocker, and assuming it works, people use it in marketing because they can essentially get, so like, you know, when you click on a video, there's what is known as a thumbnail. Okay, it's a small picture of a video or a title, and you know, like for example, like take being like Rick rolled, for example. You know, it was just a funny joke at first, but it was abused over the years, way back in the early 2000s, especially when YouTube launched back in 2005 and 2006. You know, like you would have people saying like, you can, you know, like Resident Evil 6 coming out, even though there was eventually a Resident Evil 6. And then like they'd start playing like the Rick Roll theme song because you didn't see it coming. It was essentially just a joke to say they got you. But clickbaiting is essentially like the yellow journalism. It's essentially, mostly for the most part, an exaggeration for an effect, hyperbole. And essentially what happens is it's essentially like, you know, like when you're on YouTube, you can essentially, you know, when you upload a video, you can name whatever you want. Your channel gets for it. And then there's people that are like, they try to be professional with the whole thing, and somehow it still works for them, but like you can get so many views in like a short period of time because of it. And the reason why is because, and I mean, it kind of makes sense at the same time why people use clickbaiting. I'll be honest, I kind of ran an experiment on my channel. If you look at like, and I'm not kidding you, I make a lot of fake videos on this channel too. Like they're just editing videos and all that. I haven't done them in a while though, because I pretty much have been just playing video games. But like, for example though, if you understand that, you know, even if you just upload video games or videos that people don't make themselves, but they just want to watch it because maybe, you know, it's a game that they're reminded of. Like, for example, like take F-Zero, for example. You know, I upload way too many fucking F-Zero videos because I love the series. You know, but most of the videos, my views do not come from F-Zero. It mostly comes from Pokemon because Pokemon's a popular series. But then you could have people on YouTube that make like nothing but Pokemon videos. I mean, you know, again, I'll just talk about in general. You know, you don't have to specifically just name a few people, but there's people like, you know, like on YouTube that they get so many views just because of, again, titles, the, you know, thumbnails and tags and descriptions, and you know, some of these people have literally gotten famous just because of clickbait. And I don't, in some ways I can understand why, because if it wasn't for clickbait, they probably wouldn't have gotten as many views as they did. So essentially what's happening here is that clickbait has saved some people's lives, because again, you know, not every video is full of lies, and that's not to say that there's not people out there that have gotten famous for not doing the right thing. But like, again, I'll give you another example. Now, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't 100% watch PewDiePie's videos, but I mean, I do give the guy credit for following his dreams and wanting to do something he loves. But, you know, but look at the story of PewDiePie, for example. I mean, how the fuck do you think somebody named Felix from Sweden was able to get like over 50 million subscribers and still counting? I mean, sure, yeah, you know, he's a nice guy for the most part, and, you know, I know he's been in some very some controversial stuff, like what he's done on the internet and stuff. But like, but you know, but that's the whole reason that, you know, he got where he was at, was because people just kept talking about him because of clickbait. Everybody knew who he was. He wasn't just some guy that just uploaded videos and didn't detail them right. You know, he literally made like all these custom thumbnails of him doing certain things, and it was because of that it got views and people found it entertaining. And so what I'm trying to say is, you know, not to get like mixed up with like you know, like the idea of favoritism versus clickbait, but Clickbait essentially just works like that. Because before you click on a video, you really don't know what it's going to be about. I mean, you could read this. I mean, I could type in, like, you know, you could be watching an episode of Seinfeld. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, you know, let's say, like, I was to upload the part where George talks about the big salad. You know, one of the most memorable quotes in all of Seinfeld. But, like, maybe the video has nothing to do with the big salad. Maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with Seinfeld. You know, and maybe it just has maybe it's just like a scary pop-up or something like that. Something stupid. Something really fucking stupid that you wouldn't really even detail. But it wasn't because of that clickbait that, you know, people would have clicked on it because they thought, oh, that's Seinfeld. No, it's not Seinfeld. It's just going to scare the crap out of you as soon as you click on it or something like that. But my point is this. You know, I don't defend clickbait in the sense that if people use it just to be an asshole. But, I mean, I can understand if people use it to their advantage to, like, try to get their channel started. Because, I'll be honest with you, like, take my channel, for example. Been on here for, like, a year and a half. The only way you're really going to get somewhere in this world is if you get people to realize you exist. Especially in this day and age where everybody's trying to do the same thing. That's pretty much why some people jump to the top, just like that, if they're not view-botting their channel. Or maybe they're making good content that maybe good enough people made. You know, that's the problem with this world. You know, it's a lot faster to, you know, lie than it is to tell the truth. And I'll be honest with you, you know, clickbaiting, it's because of that people get so much money out of it, and that's the only reason why so many people do it. I mean, other than that, you know, it's not like, you know, just because people say, oh yeah, you know, he's watching porn on YouTube or something like that, that doesn't mean that he really is. You know, that's another way of getting a lot of views, but, you know, probably get taken off very shortly because, I mean, unless of course YouTube doesn't detect it somehow, but it's just how it is. But my point is this, you know, the internet has come to the point where, you know, you see clickbaits everywhere, articles, ads. It's just a trick to get people to buy stuff. But if you think about it though, the reason why this video is just to kind of explain to you, like, it's just for, like, ratings and views. Other than that, that's all it is. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this kind of clarified some things. And if you're really wondering, like, some other things that you might not know about this stuff, just go ahead and ask me, because I can tell you ahead of time how this stuff works.